Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Um, oh, I hope I say this right. Mimi says, hi, PG and chat. Hello, hello, hello to you. You are number one tonight. Number one, girl. And Carrie is number two. Hey, PG, Moz, chat. Good to see ya. Amen. Much love. Purple hearts and prayer hands for summer, girl. You are number two. God bless. God bless. Oh, wow. Looky here. Crooked Arrow, number three. Hello, PG. Much love. Hello, hello, hello to you. Much love to you guys. God bless. And Stephanie, you are number four. Good evening, Mama PG. Hugs. Good to see ya. Hey, girl. Good to see you, too. Good to see you. I'm returning those hugs, girl. I'm returning those hugs. God bless. Um, Let me get on down through here, you guys, because I know you guys want to get started. Uh, hey, Linda, how is it going? Patty Ponytail, Beth Ann. Good to see everybody. Good to see everyone in here. God bless. Let me move on down through here. Hey there, Sassy Cats. How you doing tonight, girl? Hey, Spunky, Beth Ann. Good to see you. The legendary, good to see you. Hey, Anna, how you doing? My three girls, how you doing, sweetie? There's Bootsy, how you doing, girl? 777, amen. Oh, those purple hearts are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I appreciate them. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Hey, how's it going, girl? Good to see you. Good to see you in here. See me rolling. How you doing, Lori? How you doing, Chris? Good to see you, hon. Good to see all you guys. Spirit, good to see you. Sherry says, I'm Auntie Sherry. Much love. Anyway, whole lot going on, right? PG ain't been in here. I haven't been in here in a couple of days, and but there's a whole lot going on. Hope you had a good break, PG. Hey, girl, I'm going to tell you something. It was like Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong did. Right? Everything that could go wrong did. I ain't kidding. I ain't kidding. I'm going to tell you what. It wasn't no vacation. That's for sure. PG, Lord, I'll tell you, I like to share some of my misery with everybody. Right? I like to share some of my misery. I wish I could. I'm gonna tell you, it was like, oh my God, absolutely terrible, absolutely terrible. But yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't think I've ever been sweeping up so much dirt in my life. All right. Um, and you know, everybody knows PG, man, I am, I got ongoing cleaning disorder. I germaphobe. And I'm going to tell you, whoa, uh, I don't know. I would suspect my children, I think I might have forgot. I've been trying to think back. I can't think back to last week, let alone last year, right? So anyway, now I understand why, you love the school year, right? Why you love the school year. Because it keeps everybody busy and the kids ain't out. The kids ain't out to pack all the dirt in the house, right? They ain't out to pack all of that. I don't know where my kids have been packing it from. but I sure been outside of looking, right? I'm out there looking. I'm like, oh, where the hell is there not grass, right? I don't know who else's yard they could be in. Um, but yeah, yeah. So that's one of my yeah. I That's one of my peeves, one of my little peeves. I've been running around the house with a broom and a dustpan, sweeping, and no more than I sweep it up. Let me tell you something. Um, where you come in, it don't just need swept, but it needs mopped, right? Every 5 minutes. And yeah, PG's freaking out. But that's one of the things. And um I'd like to share more, but but I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to share my issues out here. So I think I'll stop where I'm at. Right? I think I'll stop where I'm at. Um, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it's been quite quite a few days. It's been quite a few days, and so anyway, like I said, everything that could possibly go wrong, did. And oh, but I will share this with you. My daughter, um, she she this evening she comes running down. She comes running down the stairs, talking about she needs a broom. I'm like, you're not allowed upstairs without with shoes on. Did you go up the stairs with no shoes on? Because I'm thinking, you're not allowed up the staircase with shoes on. You got to wear your house shoes or socks but not your street shoes. Did you go up there with your street shoes on? No, no. I need the broom. I said, well, you need a broom. Uh, well, I got a bee or wasp or something's in my room. I said, how the hell did that get in there? I don't know. You know. I said, where is it? Well, it's in the window. I said, it's in the window. And she's like, yeah. And she's running around the house. She's got this bottle of alcohol. I said, what the hell are you going to do with that alcohol? Right? Well, it's got a big stinger. And hopefully it don't sting nobody, right? Well, I'm afraid of it. This is what she's telling me. I'm afraid of it. I said, you're afraid of it? Yeah, she says she's afraid of it. And she's running around looking, for this broom. So next thing I know, she comes running back down again, right? This is the second time she comes running back down. I said, didn't you get it? Well, I got to have a broom. I said, you didn't take a broom back upstairs with you? No. I said, well, where is it? Well, it's not in the window anymore. Right? It's not in the window anymore. I said, then where is it? I'm not sure. I think it went by my nightstand. Really? You you didn't get the broom? No. Okay. Okay. So, but I'm afraid of it. I'm going to tell you something. Did my daughter get the bee or wasp or whatever it was? No. No. Um, I'm going to tell you what. Her brother had to go and take care of it. And I said, so what did you do with it? Well, she didn't know what she did with it because she didn't do nothing with it. Her brother did something with it. I'm like, oh my goodness. You let your brother take care of cleaning it up. Who knows where it is now? Who even knows if it's completely, unalived? Um, she tells me, well, she's got alcohol. I'm like, whoa, you know, I gotta think about my daughter. I'm like, this ain't making no sense right here. What is up with the alcohol? Right? And I mean, she got like a big ass bottle of it. I'm like, whoa. So if I end up getting stung, you got some alcohol, is what you're telling me. Yeah. If I get stung. Yeah. I'm like, whoa. Um, this is what I go through, you guys. This is what I go through. I'm glad she's carrying the first aid kit, right? I'm glad she's carrying that first aid kit around for me. I'm like, what the hell? I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is they've been keeping the door, right? They've been keeping the door swinging on the hinges, since school let out, right? It's just like in and out, in it. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that, that something got in the house. I mean, the way they run in and out, heck no. And, they think they live in a barn, right? They run out. They don't know how to close the door back. They don't know how to close it back. You got to close it. That's my kids. Hey, good evening, Georgia Race. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing? But yeah, this is the fun things PG's been doing on the last couple of days. I've been taking off. I could tell you guys some more. I could tell you some more of what PG's been going through, but I'm going to have to suffer with those in silence. Right? I'm going to have to suffer with all that in silence, but I'm going to tell you, it's been a nightmare, baby. I'm going to tell you, things that often keep you awake at night. Yeah, it's keeping me awake for sure. For sure. Oh, speaking of my daughter, just tapped me on the shoulder. Man, I'm going to tell you something. This kid, I promise you, she got those freaking, she got those damn Indian feet where they sneak up on you unless shoes are on her. She's barefooted. She can sneak up on you. She got shoes on. She sounds like a horse coming through the house. Hold on. Say hello. Say hello to everybody.
Hey, everyone.
She said, hey, everyone. Hey. Hold on a second. She's wanting to talk to me about something. I don't even know what. We better say it at the same time. Say hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Or they'll say PG was making two voices. Honey, I can't make that, can I? I don't think I can make myself echo. Right? So they're all saying hey to you, Sissy. They're saying
Hope you all had a great day.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I was just telling them about your thing with the stinger and you running around with the alcohol first aid kit for me in case it stung me. All right, you guys. Yeah, I was hoping she didn't have another whatever. I was hoping she didn't have another one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater in her room, right? Expecting me to come and get it. Oh hell no. I'm like, that ain't my job. Right? That ain't my job. case I get stung. Wow. Um, anyhow, yeah, but in the YouTube world, let's get to the YouTube world, right? Out here on the main street. Okay. On the main street, out here in the YouTube community, the YouTube world, boy, has it been going on, right? It's been going on. Um, I went up on Day Days. I believe it was Thursday night. I believe it was Thursday night. I don't think I came in on Thursday. Um, pretty sure I didn't come in on Thursday. I didn't come in on Friday either. And I didn't come in yesterday. But it was Thursday. I do believe it was Thursday. I went up on Day Day's panel, right? Seemed to get along pretty well. She was talking about the Sebastian Rogers case and just, miscellaneous cases and so forth. And so, I popped up on there to hang out and see how the day been getting along and so forth and so on, And anyway, I knew as soon as I made my heavy presence at the Day Days channel that Can would pop out. She would rear her head, right? Because that's what she does. She follows PG. I went over to Jinkies and went up on Jinkies' panel as well and hung out with Jinkies. Matter of fact, I've been over to Jinkies' channel a couple of times, right? Well, I found out the reason that Can wasn't raising her head over there was because Jinkies wasn't letting her up. For some reason, Jinkies didn't let her on panel. So she followed over there first. And then she went over to Day Days. Well, she reared her head, and I knew she would. Anywhere PG, when, I was talking with Benny Keys and everything, Can wanted to, be with Benny Keys. And then when I switched from Benny Keys to Ernie Shell, right? I got Ernie Shell over here and started befriending Ernie Shell. Candace went after Ernie Shell, right? She went after Ernie. So I know whoever they see me around, whoever they see me, what panels they see me on or see me around, Candace wants to get on that panel, right? She was wanting to mend bridges with Justin, back when, I first started hanging around with Justin and talking real nice to Justin and everything. Can was trying to, play nice with Justin, right? So I go, and in the same way, her and Dawn, with Day Day, right? The only reason they even got with Day Day is because I was on Day Day's panel and Donald followed me there. But I know wherever I go, Can's going to raise her head. And, and we need her to raise her head, right? We need her to raise her head. We need you to raise your head, Can. I know you got that head in the bushes, and I know you and Dawn are always watching PG. You have to watch PG because you are obsessed with me. You are obsessed with me, Can, and I know you got your big head in the bushes. No doubt in my mind, she's in the bushes right now, you guys. And I just want to tell you, Can, I'm playing you like a fiddle. I'm playing you like a fiddle. I know wherever I go, you're going to raise your head. And you make big mistakes when you do. Because you ran over to Day Day's channel after PG did. Well, you tried to get on Jinkies. She didn't let you up. It seems she let me up. I don't know why she didn't let you. Right? I don't know why she didn't let you. She don't even have content down there, so she can't see you. But you didn't get up there. That was funny stuff, girl. That was funny stuff. I loved it. but she probably knows you're taking her channel down, girl. She knows you're taking her channel down, can. And that's why she ain't gonna let your ass up there. She might now, since I said something. But I think the reason you didn't get up there before is because, you and your old man, you don't do nothing but take somebody's channel down, because nobody likes anybody that is, um, nobody likes a turpop sucker. That's a turpop sucker definition, is someone who is for suspects instead of the victim. That's the definition of a turpop sucker. Now, let me tell you something, Can, because I am talking with you at this moment. You went over to Daisy's. You went to Daisy's. You went up on Daisy's, and you did exactly what I wanted you to do. Just like I wanted you to get with Benny. And I wanted Benny to get all the information he could out of you. And he got quite a bit. He got quite a bit. He took one for the team, baby. And on Summer's behalf, especially there at the end, he was really taking one for the team. But also, I did the same thing with Ernie. I did the same thing with Ernie, because I knew you'd run after Ernie. And I figured Ernie's a little bit better looking. He could get a lot more out of you. But he just wasn't willing to, wear his birthday suit in the dark and go fishing with you. All right? He wasn't going to go fishing with you in the dark. That's for damn sure. Oh, Lord. I tell you right now, he said he could pick better up. He could pick better up in a back alley than what you are. He can go fishing with that in the dark. Right? But yeah, I set you up for that one too, and you took the bait. You took the bait. And he could have got a lot more, but he just wasn't willing to go that extra mile. And Benny wasn't willing to go that extra mile after he went, right? He said, no more. Just can't do it. I can't do it. Right? Benny about lost his mind up in there. That was some funny stuff. Good old days, you guys. But now, it's gotta be with the Day and the Jinkies and so forth. And Can, I know you ran over to Daisy's, you ran up on her panel because PG had been there. And that was what I was banking on. I was banking on it, baby. And you know what? I want to let you know that your 20 memberships and your $20 was greatly appreciated. I was glad to see you putting some back of what you and Don took away out here. I was like, ring, 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 ring. Yeah. I tell you, girlfriend, that is just less alcohol in your system and less of you doing more substance abuses, right? Better to be in Day's pocket. At least she buys food instead of illegal substances, right? And falls over after midnight from too much drink. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I was really happy to see, Day reap some of your money. I was doing the Benny Keys. Cash app, gang, 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 gang. Right? Every time I seen it popping up. I was so happy. Girl, you fell into that one head first. You fell into that one head first. And then you popped up there. And you know what, Day? You started running those chops. And a little something you said? You said, I know that Katie and Chris are the parents, but I don't think they done it. What the hell did that mean? What the hell did that mean? Katie and Chris are the parents, but you don't think they done it. What? Are you trying to tell us something? Because you and Don's the parents of Summer. You and Don Wells are the parents of missing Summer Moon Utah Wells. And you said, I know they're the parents, but I don't think they did it. So who did it? If you think they didn't, who did? Yeah, it's them kind of slips that we love you to make. Oh yeah, we caught that, Can. We caught that one. We sure did. And that's why I love to get you to talking. You know, the one thing we know out here is criminals are always the ones, right? They're always the ones that tell on themselves. Right? They tell on themselves. So, anyway, yeah. And then she wanted to go on, right? She didn't stop there. She wanted to go on to tell some bigger lies, right? Some bigger lies. You know, yeah, here's how she was looking, you guys. Here's how she was looking. Look at that. Look at that. You see this? You see this? That's how she looking. Well, that big old mean Owlie, that big mean Owlie. Why are you guys looking at me like this when that big old mean Owlie came at me and was doing horrible things and mean stuff to me? Actually, it was that big old mean Owlie was a monster. Yeah, she was coming after me. Look at her. Look. And I got dog poo-poo on my foot, and Donnie needs to quit hiding over there. He needs to come clean this off, right? He needs to come clean this poo-poo off my foot, like right now. And look at my face, because it's like, oh, I cannot believe what Allie did to me. What the freak? Are you kidding? Really? I'm going to tell you something. Allie's not here, and Allie went on a lot of different panels, and Allie called you out. She asked you to come on different panels. Matter of fact, this panel right here for one. She said, come on up here, Candace. Come up here and talk to me. And you ran. You hid. You cowered. When Allie was here, you ran. And then now that she isn't here to defend herself, oh, you're going to go up. You're going to go up there and start talking about Allie? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Look at you. Look at you. You're a mess. You are a mess. An absolute mess. And also Can, you really need to do something about your feet. Either keep them in shoes, right? Keep that fungus inside of a shoe. Or, go to a foot specialist and figure out why your freaking little toe is on top trying to crawl over to your big toe, right? You might want to try to figure out why your little toe is trying to crawl over to your big toe. I think your little toe's like you, lazy, because it's laying on top of everybody else, right? It's laying on top of everybody else. I seen that shit in a picture. I seen it in a picture. I did. And she got freaking toe fungus. She got fungus on them toes, right? She was motorboating in Day Day's pool with that fungus on them toes. And that freaking little toe, man, it's on top trying to crawl over to the big one. I don't know even what's up with that. I don't even know what's up with that. It's like, what the hell? And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if it was dirt on there, or if those toes are just, the color of dirt. I don't know. But they wasn't looking right, right? They wasn't looking right. PG seen it. I seen it, you guys. I'm gonna tell you, I always gotta see the shit I don't want to see, right? I'm like, what the hell? Why do I gotta see this? That was nasty. That was nasty. Yeah, that stuff like that offends your eyes, right? You don't want to be seeing that. Yeah, she don't go to a toe specialist because he probably have to, do some, you know, some, you know, judo on it. Whack, whack. You know what I'm saying? Some whack, whack. Yeah, it'd be bad. It'd be bad. Or she might have went to a specialist and he's like, do you know your way out the other door? I know you came in the front, but could you keep going until you hit the back? I ain't looking at them feet. If I was a specialist, I'd be like, oh hell no. Referral. Right? It would be like referral. Hell no. I ain't taking that on. Can't do it. Like Benny says, can't do it. Oh hell no, not today. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Molly. That bacteria is contagious, and I bet. And I bet it's all in those pools, right? All in that pool, clinging to the sides of it, right? Man, you can't scrub that out. You can't scrub that out. I don't think so. You have to get a new pool. Time to get a new pool, right? That's what time it is. Time to get a new pool. Oh hell no. Like, I wouldn't even let her come up there and get those foots in my pool, right? She wouldn't be doing motorboat in my pool. Hell no. She was all motorboat, no speed in there. It's like, oh no. I don't think so. Hell no. There ain't enough chlorine in the world to get rid of them germs. Man. But anyway, yeah, she was a talking, y'all. She was a talking. Yeah, she's talking that BS about Allie. And I'm like, what? I almost opened a live Friday night because I was like, what? Oh, heck no, she didn't. Oh, heck no, she didn't. She did not go there. Hell no. This woman isn't even here to protect herself anymore. Sweet Allie ain't even here to protect herself anymore. And she be talking about her. Hey, crazy retired lady, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Absolutely. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I fell. I hate getting... Aw. Girl, you's only as old as you feel. You still a spring chicken, baby. You still a spring chicken. Even spring chickens fall once in a while, right? Even a spring chicken falls. I'm going to tell you. PG knows. PG knows. Man, I tell you. I be watching people on ice, and here they go, sliding down their driveway, bust their backside, right? They slide down the driveway and bust their backside. Man, it cracks me up. There ain't nothing funnier than seeing someone, in the wintertime, take off, right? Take off, and then they do that bird flap and all this stuff, right? And it cracks you up. It cracks you up. It makes you laugh. And every time I know payback's coming, right? I know payback's coming. So I'd be trying to walk real careful. But I'm going to tell you, before the winter's up, PG be picking my ass up off that ice too. I'm like, yeah, that's for all the laughing you did, PG. Right? You thought it was all so funny. Yeah, payback's a bitch. Right? Yeah. End up busting my ass. I'm like, damn. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. We have to thank God for all the good times, right? Because of the bad. And I'll tell you, if it don't take you out of this world, it just make you stronger. Right? It just make you stronger. I don't know who said that, but sometimes, man, I get upset. Right? Sometimes I get upset. I'm like, who was that fool that said that anyway? Right? Who the hell said that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of what Can had to say. Yeah, I'm going to let you hear her words.
No, we got all the bad people that I'm looking at. We got Skeezy. We got Dawn B. We got Molly Golightly. We got freaking Blowhorn Betty.
Woo, woo. Boy, she got the train a rolling, right? She got the train a rolling. Let's hear that again. Let's hear her talk about the creators now, right?
We got all the bad people that I'm looking at. We got Skeezy.
Oh, is that the Skeezy that you wanted to put your old man into jailsy for? Is that the same Skeezy that you was trying to send Dawn to jailsy early so that you could get that Skeezy up there? Is that the Skeezy that you were were all still freaking tone deaf from? Is that the same one that you made everybody out here freaking tone deaf with your singing? Oh, Benny, my Skeezy, I miss you, my Benny. I love you, my Benny. Please come to me, my Benny, 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 Benny. Right? Is that the one? Is that the one? Because I ain't got over that shit. I haven't got over that yet. Right? Yeah. I mean, music will never be the same after listening to her. Right? It's like, whoa. What the hell was that? Sound like a sick moose screaming out in a wooded area somewhere. Right? I'm like, oh my God, she did not just go there. That would run a person off. It's not going to bring them to you. Right? That's going to run them off. But is that the same Skeezy that, she was up at a hotel with and from my understandings had him going from room to room, right? From room to room. I think the first night he spent the night with some other girl that was with you and Candace, and you got jealous. And then the second night, I think he supposedly gave in to you. And then the third night, he took off because he was supposed to be with Candace. When it came Candace's turn, she got shortchanged because he's like, hell no, I can't take no more. Just the smell of you almost did him in the night before. And he's like, hell no, I ain't doing this no more. He got out of there. Ain't that the Skeezy that you actually first time in years you actually immersed that body in water in a hotel pool? Didn't I see him toss you a bar of soap? I think I saw him pass you a bar of soap. Told you how. Just wash your clothes and all because they all need washed, right? And then you guys got kicked out of the hotel because they felt it was going to cost too much to sanitize the pool and fill it back up after what you did. You took your freaking 10-year bath in it. Yeah, 10-year bath, you guys, in the damn hotel pool, right? That's the Skeezy we're talking about. Wow. Ain't that something?
We got Dawn B.
Poor Dawn B. You want to talk about poor Dawn B? Don B, well, I can understand Don B because, he wasn't willing to go to a hotel with you. He wasn't willing to even get close to you, period. He's like, ooh, you know, keep your distance and let me keep the window down. All right. Let me keep the window down so some fresh air could hit me in the face in case he did catch a freaking downwinded slide of you. Yeah, absolutely. The Don B that was keeping up on you, the Don B that went and, was figuring out that you're nothing but a liar. The one that went to the kids' school and found out a lot of information about you that, was following you around to see if, he could possibly get a handle on where Summer might be, hoping you would go there, but you didn't, right? Yeah, is that the Don B? I think it is. I think it is the Don B that really loves Summer, cares about Summer, wants Summer found, brought home, and wants justice against the evil beings that did this to her. Is that the Don B? Yeah, I think it is.
We got Molly Golightly. We got
Molly Golightly. Are we talking about the Molly that wasn't about to take yours and Don's crap after you had her read a book and promised an interview, and then you reneged on it, and they were like, oh hell no, you are not going to put us through some Helen White book and then renege. We held up our end, and even if we have to come and find you, you're going to do this interview. Yeah, I think that's the Molly Golightly that was out there going the extra mile as well to get answers for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Absolutely. The one that your old man liked to go talk to, your Donald liked to go talk to. He sure did. And I don't blame him. She's 1,000 times more beautiful than you will ever be.
freaking Blowhorn Betty.
Oh, you want to talk about Bullhorn Betty, the one that always goes that extra mile for these missing kids too. The one that, she does get a little far-fetched sometimes, right? She does get a little far-fetched sometimes. But, I ain't got nothing wrong with Bullhorn Betty. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then you call her Blowhorn Betty. And that's because Can, and I know you're in the bushes watching. I know you are. And I'm going to tell you, you only called her that because that's what I called her. That's what I called her. Because it was Blowhorn is what I was calling her, and it was Bullhorn. And I was calling her Blowhorn because, I didn't understand. I didn't understand it was bull. I was calling it a blowhorn. I wasn't calling her a blowhorn. I was calling the horn she uses. But never mind. I'm not even going to try to explain it. But the fact is, Candace, you called her that because that is what you've heard PG call her. So, that's another come from PG, right? Come from PG. That's why I know your ass is in those bushes. I know your ass is in those bushes.
Blowhorn Betty.
Oh, there it goes. Well, Candace, I'll tell you what. I can understand because you had her read that book too. You had her read that book, and she wasn't going to take your guys' BS as well, was she? Oh, hell no. And she didn't make Don lose any job. You lied because I called Donald. I was talking with Donald when he got moved to the new job. Tucker moved on to a new location until things calmed down in that area before he sent him back. But he just sent him in a different area for a little bit to work in a different place. Don did not lose his job whatsoever. You're a liar. You're a liar. And you also lied. You said that Don, in order to go to his new job, he has to pass Fred Hill's house. And you were scared of Fred. Don does not have to pass Fred Hill's house for anything because Fred Hill's house goes to a dead end. Don goes back out of Ben Hill onto Beach Creek to go to work, and your ass could have been in that vehicle going with him. You and Don have a missing daughter, and all you two wanted to do was play games. Play games, and you're still playing games. You're still out here playing games, spreading the hate. You know, you think you're on this kill them with kindness thing right now, Candace. Let me kill them with kindness. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Everybody knows the true you. Everybody knows the true you. Uh, you can act as kind as you want to, but we know, and the demon that's in you. We know the wicked, evil, ugly human you are. You might as well just be that person, because you know the kill them with kindness bullshit ain't working out here. Sorry, it's just not working out here. Not for you anyway. Right? Not for you. Oh, I'm going to pray for him. I'm going to do this for him. You better pray for yourself. That's who you better be praying for. You better be praying for you, yourself, and your old man right there. Because anybody wicked enough to do what has been done to Little Summer, and I do believe you and Don had all to do with it. Absolutely. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I will keep it. And your freak grandma, old grandass, right? All of y'all, what you better do is pray for yourselves, because I'm going to tell you what, hell is hot. Hell is hot. It's very hot, right? It's hot, baby. And anybody evil enough to do what I truly believe, in my opinion, that you all did to this 5-year-old little girl, well, let me tell you, don't expect to get in the gates of heaven, because there ain't no evil humans like that going to be entering the gates of heaven. So you best be praying for yourself. Don't bother to pray for us. Don't bother to pray for us, because they ain't none of us that sinister. They ain't none of us out here that sinister, honey. Let me tell you that right now. If any of us would have had that beautiful little girl, I tell you what, she'd still be here. And she'd be dressed like a princess, sleeping in a beautiful princess bedroom, and have all kinds of beautiful toys, not a bunch of junk, not a bunch of broken down McDonald fucking toys. You're disgusting. When I get extra money, that's what I do. I spend it on the kids. Bullshit. You got extra money, you was buying a minor Twisted Teas and vapes, instead of your child even a Happy Meal to feed it that day. You're a worthless piece of trash, and we all know it.
You know what I meant? Justice for all. Well, okay, everybody call him Fairy Boy, whatever.
Oh, now you want to go pick? Oh, hell no, you didn't. You want to go pick on my Justin? I don't think so. And I'm going to call him a fairy boy. You call him a fairy boy. You didn't call him a Perry. You called him a fairy boy. You're disgusting. You are disgusting. What you are is you suffer. You suffer with some issues that the normal people shouldn't suffer with. You got some serious issues, Candace Wells. Some serious issues. Oh, it's okay to be an SAer like your husband, right? But it's not okay for a grown-ass adult to make the decision to date and marry and see whoever they please. It's not okay. But it's okay for your old man to be an SAer. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, Candace. Make that make sense. Because we all know what he did to his stepsisters, right? Because all of them came out. And to the stepsisters' cousins. And to the girlfriends, right? That were staying there. And what was he doing at your house? Showering with your daughter? Sleeping in the bed in a birthday suit with your daughter? And you felt that was okay? You felt it was okay to put your child in the middle of somebody that was in their birthday suit? Wow. Right? Right? I think you need to keep your mouth off of my Justin. You just keep your mouth off my Justin. I'm gonna tell you right now. Do that. Do that. Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Them people like that. Why?
They
Does that make you feel better about yourself?
It makes you feel better about yourself to sit up there and run your sut on someone else when you know what the hell you've done. It makes you feel better. The one feeling better was you. Because I ain't heard none of these people speak or talk about you in a long time. In a long time. Matter of fact, people don't even care about you and Don Wells anymore. People have went past you. They went past you to the people out there in the community. They went past you to Andy and Jody Sue's and to Fred Hills and Laura and a lot of other surrounding people, the Light brothers, the Light's cousins, Cotton's family. Everybody's went elsewhere. We don't even care about you two. We don't even care. We're getting our answers everywhere else. You're not even a thing anymore. You're not Hollywood no more. You're not Hollywood. Nobody cares about you, nor your essay messed up in the mind old man. Right? You're freaking wrinkled up old man that you are, and you look at you. Look at you. I'm going to tell you something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When I look at Don and I look at Candace, I see dumb and dumber. That's what I see. Dumb and dumber. And I don't even know which one's dumber. That's the truth. That's the truth. Right? Don looks all swollen up. He looks all swollen up. Looks like if you poked him, he would pop. Right? He's all swollen up, big old stomach, freaking wrinkly. You know, he looks like someone needs to give him a good arming, right? He needs to be armed out. He's so wrinkled up, right? That old dude is wrinkled up as hell. You know, I'm sure his breath, you know, his freaking breath would, you know, freaking back you up probably more than a couple miles, right? His breath would back you up more than a couple miles because I hear all of his teeth are rotten, right? All of the teeth in his mouth are rotten, needs to come out. That's like, ooh, that's disgusting. And then, you know, you got freaking infected toenails and freaking infected face as well, Candace. Every time somebody talks to you, your mouth is infected. It's so infected you can't even wear your false teeth. You know, you might want to keep your mouth off of, you know, places they shouldn't be, right? Like infected Donnie, if you ask me, right? That's what I'm talking about. Might want to see a doctor. You know. And, you know, maybe Dom wants to keep your toes out of his mouth, right? He might want to keep your toes out of his mouth, and his teeth won't be rotting out like they are with all that infection. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I seen your toes. That's gross. Yeah. And you want to come out here and ask somebody else if it makes them feel better. Honey, I'll tell you what, just not being you or your old man makes people out here feel better. Right? Just not fucking being you makes everybody feel better. Nobody needs to say anything. Right? Are you fucking kidding me? Come on.
You're gonna hate on me and cut me down to size, but
Oh, they want to. What was you just doing to them? They want to hate on me. You want to play the victim. Why should they like you, Candace? Why should they like you? Give them a reason to like you. Give them one reason why they should like you. They should like you because you've been lying from day one, like a fucking bearskin rug. They should like you for that. They should like you because you handed out no flyers. They should like you because you said, tell everybody it's not about summer. Honey, it's all about summer. It's all about summer. That's the only reason we tolerate your asses being out here. It's for and because of summer. They should like you. Why? Why? Because you tell a bunch of lies. You don't look for your daughter. You don't care about your daughter. And these people should like you. These people should like you. They should like you because you and Don Wells are number one suspects in your missing daughter's case. They should like you because you didn't fight to clear yourself. You didn't fight to clean up yourself. You didn't fight to get your boys back. Well, you can't get your boys back. It didn't do no good to clean yourselves up to get your boys back because you can't clear yourself from being number one suspects in your missing daughter's case. So therefore, you might as well not even try to go to rehab or do anything else to get the boys back, right? Because the number one thing law enforcement wants you to do is clear your asses, which you can't do, which you cannot do when it comes to Summer Moon Utah Wells and her being missing. Why would anyone want to like you? Why would anyone want to like number one suspects in their own child's disappearance? Why would anybody want to like someone that has done nothing but lied and played games and so forth and so on since their daughter's been missing? Why would anyone want to like someone that hasn't even been searching or looking or even acting like they care about their child who is missing? Why? Tell me why, because I can't think of one damn reason why anyone would want to like you, nor your old man, nor your old man. No, absolutely not. And you know, when I'm done here tonight, people's going to understand more about you and your old man. You made your mistake when you went up there running your face about Allie. Made your mistake when you talk about my Justin. You make your mistake when you sit there and you said, well, Katie and Chris, they're the parents, but I don't think they're guilty. What parents are guilty? How can you say they're not guilty? What parents would be guilty? You and Donald? Is it you and Donald? Yeah, in my opinion, it is. That's what you were saying. That's what you were basically confessing, that you and Don are guilty when you said the other parents ain't. I know they're the parents, but I don't think they're guilty. Make that make sense, Candace? Because the only way it makes sense is if you're saying the parents did it. And who are you and Don? The parents of Summer Moon Utah Wells. I made that make sense. I made that make sense, right? Amen, Carrie Hall. Amen. Absolutely. Dear God, please give us a sign so Summer can be found. Amen. Absolutely, girl. And I'm going to tell you, I'd be praying for Summer. I'd be praying for Summer. I really pray for Summer. And I pray that this case is solved soon. Soon, you guys. It is too long. And this little girl needs to be found. It is time for Summer to be found, brought home, justice gets served. It is time. Trust and believe me, it's time.
You don't even know who I am. But I guarantee.
Oh, they know who you are. They know who you are, Candace. They know. They know who the hell you are. They know who you, and Day Day knows who you are too. And Day Day knows who you are too. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't a fooling nobody. And you know it. You and Don knows it. You ain't a fooling nobody. These people are just hoping to get anything to bring that baby home. Anything. But you and Don ain't going to give them that. You and Don ain't going to give them nothing because you're too busy playing with them, messing with them, playing mind games, because that's what you do. And all you and Don do is seek to destroy these people because you know that the only reason they're befriending you is to try to get some answers for your daughter. You guys know it. That's what you told me. You and Donald said it to me. You said it to me. So I know exactly how you think. I know how you think. You said that's why you fuck with these people. That's why you go hard at them and do what you do to them. So, you know, the cat's out of the bag, right?
I guarantee Bullhorn Betty and Molly Golightly and Justice Pearl and Dombey, I guarantee all of them, they either smoke weed or drink or smoke cigarettes or whatever they.
I think they're grown ass adults, Candace. And I think that they are allowed to pretty much do anything they want to, but I don't think they're handing it off to minors. I don't think they are aiding and abetting minors named Hunter with twisted teas and vapes and God only knows what else. God only knows what, and he ain't the first minor that you have contributed to, Candace. He is not there's pictures of you contributing to other minors as well. Oh yeah, absolutely. There is pictures out there of you contributing to other juvenile delinquents. Absolutely.
They do behind their closet doors. No.
I think the one that's in the closet, Candace, is your old man right there. I think the closet case is your old man right there, who essayed his stepsister, went along with some other boys to initiate on doing something bad to Mary, and did go into the room and touch and bother a cousin, went in and touched and bothered a friend, went in there, touched and and there's even others saying, Donald violated me too, right? Donald violated me too, is what other ones are saying. Some of his nieces, from my understanding, some of the nieces, the younger, even younger generation, is saying as well. And they had to be, how old was they? From anywhere from 3 to 5 years old. They would have had to been like 3 to 5 years old. Because Mary and her siblings and family and friends and cousins, they was all in the range of 12. Well, one of them 6, all the way up until she was 12, 13. And then the other ones anywhere from 11 to 13 years of age. That's pretty disgusting, if you ask me. And then down in Tennessee, it seems like he's got a 5-year-old in Tennessee, which is completely missing right now. Right? Why don't you go up on Day Days and talk about that? Why don't you go up on Day Days and talk about that one? Huh? Why don't you go up there and talk about that 2:30 to 6:30 timeline? Let's talk about Chad Arnold seeing you down at Fred Hill's house between 4 and 4:30. And you hollering that Summer's missing, but you didn't even get your ass out of the car. And he's like, look, you know, this man's thinking to himself, I came all the way down here, this road. I came all the way down through here on Ben Hill. And I see your car parked down here. I figured you're out of your car. When I get down here, you got that ass sitting in that car. And you have the audacity to ask me, are they home? Well, you know, you had plenty of time to be out of your car and find out yourself that they weren't home. You should have been getting back to your car and already knew that they weren't home because you were there before he was. So what the hell was you doing, Candace? What was you doing down at Fred's house between 4 and 4:30 looking for Summer when Summer wasn't even missing yet? Summer was supposed to be planting flowers. She's supposed to have been getting a piece of candy. Peppermint to be exact, her favorite. That was her favorite can, right? I'm going to tell you, there ain't no kid in this fucking world that likes peppermint candy. No child in the whole world has favorite peppermint candy. I'm going to tell you something. A favorite chocolate bar? Kit Kat, Hershey, right? Almond Joy, Got Nuts, Mound Stomp, right? I mean, there's a lot of candy out there. There's a lot of candy out there, but I'm going to tell you something. Peppermint is no freaking kid's favorite candy. If it was that child's favorite candy, then that means that child didn't get much candy at all. Didn't get much candy at all. She didn't get enough candy to have a favorite. Right, Candace? Right? And that's sad. That's sad. Absolutely. Absolutely sad, right? That's horrible. But she's supposed to be getting a peppermint. She's supposed to be planting flowers, washing her hands, getting peppermint candy, and then walked the whole 5 feet back over to the door where you watched her go in, and boom, beam me up, Scotty, she was gone. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Absolutely. We only support the victims here in PG's channel. We will not support any suspects in here. Amen, Carrie. That's right. I mean, if you're a turd pop sucker, you might want to stay out of here because the mods will be putting you out. They'll be putting you out. If you are not for the victim, don't come here. You're not welcomed here. The only people welcomed here are the ones that are truly for the victim. And that is the truth. We don't play over here. We ain't for no suspects. We want answers. We work for the victims. We are a voice for the voiceless. And unless they want to tell the truth and confess and tell the truth and shame the devil and tell where this baby is, they can stay the hell out of here, right? They can stay out of here because here we don't want to hear about Helen White. Right? We don't want to hear about Helen White. We don't want to hear about the 7-day of Vintage Church. We don't want to hear about, anything and everything that won't get Don put in prison. We want to hear about the one thing that will. Summer Moon, Utah Wells. That's what we want to hear about. Right? That's what we want to hear about. And Can needs to go, she needs to talk about that timeline. That 2:30 to 6:30 timeline. Right? Talk about that timeline. Because even law enforcement ain't be able to get that out of you. They ain't been able to get that out of you. If you weren't, if you were innocent, you wouldn't have no problem sitting down and giving law enforcement that 2:30 to 6:30 timeline. You have no problem talking about from 7 in the morning to 2:30 when you dropped Hunter off. You have no problem. Running down the whole day agenda. Matter of fact, you told Chris You told Chris we picked up mom, your grand ass. And then when you picked her up from the doctors, you said we went to this smoke shop. Then we went to another one where we got the twisted tea and we got the vapes. Mom needed cigarettes, so we needed to stop. And then we went after two smoke shops, getting all this BS you didn't need, instead of stopping and getting your daughter some breakfast, something to eat. Oh, you stop at 2 smoke shops. You have plenty of money to support a minor and substance abuses that he should not have had, right? But you didn't have enough to feed that baby. You didn't have enough to get this little girl something to eat. You let her go hungry to feed some juvenile delinquents' habit and your habits and grandma's habits. They wasn't one person in that car gave a damn about that 5-year-old little girl. Not one. But you think someone should care about you. You think I think you should have cared about Summer. I think you should have cared about your boys. I think you should have been a good mother. I think you should have worked your ass, got the hell away from crazy Don Wells, and protected your children. That's what I think, Candace. I think that's what we all think. Put a 1 in the chat if that's what you think. Put a 1 in the chat if that's what you all think. That Candace needed to be a good mom. She needed to get away from crappy ass Don Wells and protect her children. Because Don Wells isn't suitable for no child. No child. Absolutely. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. We will not ever forget Summer. No way. We are out here and we are supporting her, and we will support her till the very end. Till the very end, we will be here supporting this baby girl until she is found. And you know what, Can? PG will be here. I will be here leading you like I've been leading you the whole time. I will be leading you to get all the answers I want and I need until Summer is found. Because you know what? I can do that. I can do that. I've been doing that. And you know what? Can, you'll sit there and say, no, you can't help it. See, I got one up on you, Can. You have an obsession with me, and you can't get rid of it. You will not ever be able to get rid of your obsession with PG. No way. And therefore, I will keep your big mouth a-talking. Right? I will keep your big mouth a-talking. Oh, yeah. I will do. Watch me. Just like I got you to talk. Up on Daisy's. You wasn't going up on Daisy's pants. You was hanging down in the chat, staying away from everything. You were hanging down there, staying away from everything. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, Can. Oh, there's Candy Cane. There's the Candy Cane. Right there. In the back. Right in the back. Show your face. I'll bring you up. Oh, you want to run off like the coward you are. Won't come on PG's channel, will you? You won't come over here, Can. You know why you won't come over here? You won't come over here because I'll tell you what, I ain't going to sit there and say, oh, Can, it was terrible what they did to you. That's terrible what Allie done to you, wasn't it? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, Can, you're a piece of crap. Jose was her boyfriend, not yours. You were a married woman. Allie trusted you. and you screwed her over. She fed your children. She ran you all over the place. She did things, probably did things with you guys that she didn't even feel like doing. There's probably times when she just wanted to stay home, but instead she went out with you and them kids in order to see that those kids got fed and to be your friend, and you couldn't be a friend back to her. You could not be the friend that she was to you because you didn't have that much loyalty. You had none at all. I say one thing about Allie. Allie had loyalty. She had loyalty. She had a friend, she didn't try to mess with her friend's old man. She didn't try to move in on someone else's territory. She respected that. You had no respect. None. It was you that busted up yours and Allie's relationship. You did it. You did it when she came down the basement and caught you in the sack with Jose, which was her man. And you knew it was her man because you put a picture out here of her and him on that bunk bed. So you knew it was her man. And you still went down there to crawl in the sack with him and let her catch it. And you continued to crawl in the sack with it after she left. Wanted nothing else to do with you. Something is wrong with your mind when you think that someone's got to be your friend after you did what you done to this poor woman. There's something wrong with you. Something wrong with your brain. I'm going to tell you that right now. Something wrong with you. And I'm going to tell you something. You better be glad I wasn't Allie. Because I'm going to tell you what. You'd have pulled that out on PG. And I'll tell you what. You wouldn't have been pulling that shit on nobody else. That's for real. That is for real. I'm going to tell you what. I wouldn't have let my children around your sloppy asses. I wouldn't have let my children on a freaking dirt hole hill where everybody's got lice and scabies and freaking cootie bugs and fleas and everything else. I wouldn't even let my child up there. And I sure in the hell wouldn't let my child up there with some freaking essayer. It would have took Allie 5 minutes to get on the internet and check out Dom Wells. To check him out. All she had to do is get on the internet, figure out where he came from in Utah, and made a couple phone calls to some of his siblings. And I think they would have been happy to tell her that, Dom Wells, you want to stay away from. I think she could have seen the record a mile long of Dom Wells and his criminal activity and kept her children the hell away from him. I wouldn't let my kids around you nor your old man. I wouldn't come around trash like you myself. I would not come around garbage like you. Absolutely not. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Let alone let my children in that freaking nasty environment. I would have been calling CPS every day. Every single day until they helped those children. Every single day until they helped them kids. Show your face. Show your face, Can. Why you keep running off? Oh, F you. That ain't you, Can. That's your old man. That's your old man writing in my back chat. Talks just like him, right? You really love that N-word, don't you? You really love that N-word, don't you, Dom Wells? You like that N-word, you know? And you're disgusting. You're disgusting. I'm going to tell you what, you better get a dictionary and look up what that word means, because it's the very damn definition of you and your old lady. It's the very definition of you and your old woman right there. The two of you nasties. That's what it is. You are not offending me at all. You ain't offending me at all when you use that word. Because I consider the source. I consider the source, honey, and I move on. Right? That's what PG does. He's just disgusting. Disgusting, right? That's horrible. Horrible.
Look what Allie did to me. And I still pray for her and the kids. I still think there's more to the story than what they let on.
About what happened to her?
Hmm I do believe that in my heart. I really do. Look what Allie did to me.
Look what Allie did to me. Look, wowsy, wowsy, woo, woo. Look what Allie done to me. Oh, look. She made that big bump on my rump. She made the big bump on my rump. Yeah, right. Whatever.
And I still pray for her and the kids. I still think there's more to what.
You pray for her and her kids? Where's your kids, Candace? Where's your kids? I'm going to tell you something. Any mother out here that had a missing child, a 5-year-old little missing, beautiful missing little girl, wouldn't have time to be praying for Allie because they'd be too busy praying for their daughter. They'd be too busy praying for their own. What is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you?
More to the story than what they let on.
About what happened to her?
Hmm I do believe that in my heart. I really do. I honestly, like in my heart, I honestly believe, and this is just me now. I could be.
In my heart, I honestly believe. Now this is just me now. This is just me. How many have you already had, Candace? How many have you already had? Huh?
Totally wrong. But I honestly believe the way them children and her mother and grandmother treated Allie, I believe they hurt Allie. That's my opinion, yes, because them kids would always hit Allie, punch her, slap her in the back of the head, whatever they did. They would always do that 24/7, all the kids. I don't know why. I don't know. But I would have to get on, sometimes I would have to get on to Hunter and Trudy, and I don't care if they hear me. And I would tell them, stop hitting your mom. And I would always yell at them for that when they were at my house.
It's sad and upsetting what she did to you, and
And I don't even.
It's upsetting what she did to you? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? What did she do? What did she do? What did Allie do? What did Allie do? Walk out because Can was in bed with her old man? Walk out and not help and not care or help stinking Candace anymore? After Candace, totally and utterly destroyed their friendship by doing what she did to Allie? Allie gave her money. Allie gave them food. Allie did everything. Allie invited them to birthday parties, paid for Summer to have birthday parties. I mean, I seen where she had Summer's birthday party at her home. Probably the only birthday parties that Summer ever had was at other people's houses. Right? The only birthday she had was the ones that someone else was giving her. Like maybe the church, Allie, the other lady with the son that Candace was hanging all over before she started hanging on Hunter, right? These people, Candace didn't do anything for nobody. These people did for Candace. Candace sucked these people in and took full advantage of them because that's what her and Dom Wells does. Her and Don Wells sucks people in and takes full advantage of them to self gain. And if there's nothing to gain, right? If there's nothing to gain, and Candace kept trying to go back to Allie because she thought she wanted Allie to keep giving to her. She wanted to keep, you know, victimizing Allie's children. She wanted to keep victimizing Allie. Her and Donald wasn't done trying to victimize this woman and her children, right? They wasn't done. They were done. Matter of fact, Candace was victimizing this woman's son the very day Summer came up missing. She was victimizing this woman's son.
I don't care that she did that. That don't even bother me.
Well, good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What bothers me is we do not know how she passed. I know exactly how she was. And I knew she was very protective of her head.
Was she really?
Yes.
Candace is basically insinuating that Allie was taken out of this world by her children. She's insinuating that Allie's children is the cause of Allie not being here any longer. That's exactly what she's doing. Candace is out to get even. She's out to get even, right? She's out to get even because they believe that she's guilty as hell. Allie believed that Candace was guilty, right? She believed it. She said she believed it. That she believes, she said it out there in public. I believe that Candace and Grandis had all to do with what happened to Summer. And Don Wells is also. Allie said it. Even True and Hunter. Even True and Hunter's like, I believe they had all to do with it. Hunter sat there right with Chris Madonna, and he said, I think they done something to that little girl. That came out of Hunter's mouth. And now Candace wants, Allie's not here to defend herself. Candace wants to try to turn the table. And I think you guys done something to your mother, right? Yeah. That's the way she's leading. That's the way she's leading. Because, they were telling the truth on her. Now she wants to make up some shit. She wants to make up some shit. Which I find is suspicious. I find it suspicious what happened to Leslie. I find it suspicious that, Allie goes out the same way. I do find it suspicious. I'm not going to lie.
She would always tell me, make sure I don't get hit in the head, because if I do, I could die.
So I wonder if she passed out and hit her head, like at home. I thought I heard somebody say something about it.
I mean, that's possible. But I don't feel like that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like that. I don't think that's what happened. That's my opinion. I mean, look what.
I don't think that's what happened. That's my opinion. Maybe that's not what happened, Candace, because I heard you was keeping in contact with Hunter. I heard you were slipping around, still following him around, and still having things to do with him. Still supplying him with stuff. That's what I heard. I heard you still was calling and tracking that boy down. Yeah. So maybe that it was no accident, right? Maybe Maybe you feel that. Maybe you feel that if you could get Hunter to do what you wanted him to do before, like on June the 15th, 2021, that you'd be able to continue to get him to do dirty, evil things. Maybe you felt you could continue to do your evil deeds where this boy's concerned. I had to snap me a cold one, y'all, but I didn't want Day Day hearing it because she might get jelly. She might get jelly. I don't know. Don't want her to get jelly, do we? We don't want her to get jelly. But, you know, I'm not finished, y'all. I'm not finished.
She was just doing stuff out of being grudgeful, spiteful, and having a grudge. Because we know, she yelled that at you that day when you were carrying that banner, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, we like your kid.
What did she say? They got your kid?
She said, ha ha, flip me off and I got your kid. Please have Candace repeat what Allison shouted that she had her kid or they. Okay, when I was going and I was holding the banner for summer, when she come up missing, Allie and her group said ha ha like this and said, we got your bitch. That's what they did.
We got your bitch, is what they said. Huh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Listen to this. Listen to this.
She was just doing stuff out of being grudgeful, spiteful, and having a grudge. Because we know, she yelled that at you that day when you were carrying that banner, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, we like it.
Now, for one, Allie worked today. She worked that day. Allie worked at Walmart the day of that parade. Allie wasn't even there. She was not even there. She wasn't there to say anything to anyone. She wasn't there.
Your kid.
Now, did you hear? Listen to this.
Yeah.
Oh, we like your kid.
Ha ha, we got your kid. She says first that Allie said, ha ha, we got your kid. Now listen to her lie again.
What did she say? They got your kid?
She said, ha ha, flip me off and I got your kid.
Now it's I got your kid. First, we got your kid. Then I got your kid. I mean, within 3 seconds, this freaking Candace tells 3 different lies, 3 different stories on what was said. First one is we got your kid. Then I got your kid. And then she says this.
Kid. Please have Candace repeat what Allison shouted that she had her kid or they. Okay, when I was going and I was holding the banner for summer, when she come up missing, Allie and her group said ha ha like this and said, we got your bitch.
Now it's we got your bitch, right? Wow. Really? Really? Not your kid, but your B-notch, right? And look at poor Cam. He's like, what the hell? What? Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. He's embarrassed for her, right? He's embarrassed for her. Disgusting. Disgusting. And Allie wasn't even there. Why is Candace willing to lie? Why is she willing to lie on an innocent woman? An innocent woman. If Candace is innocent, and did nothing to her child. Why is she willing to lie on innocent human beings? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Candace isn't innocent. She isn't innocent. Hell no. Hell no. In my opinion, she is not innocent. Everyone that knows the Wells, everybody that knows the Wells says, oh, hell no, they're not innocent. Hell no, they're not innocent. Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way. No way. Even the people, even all the people surrounding the Wells right now, like the Day and the Chewy and and all of these people surrounding the Wells right now. These were people who were out here saying they're guilty as hell. Right? They're guilty. Even the Day said, I believe Candace herself was doing sinister things to Summer. I think Candace was SAing Summer herself, is what Day had said. These are people who, who totally and utterly were against the Wells, were against them until they felt that the Wells could be a cookie in their pocket for click, likes, and views, right? A cookie in their pocket for click, likes, and views, which that didn't work out, right? That didn't work out because nobody wants to see or hear them anymore, right? Anymore. I draw them out once in a while, to see if they'll slip. And usually they do. Like Can said, I know that Katie and Chris are the parents, but I don't think they did it. Make that make sense. Like I said, make it make sense, you guys. What she's saying is, I know they're the parents. Well, she's saying the parents do it. What parents did it? But you don't think they did. The only other parents I know is Donald and Candace. That Candace can be talking about, right? That Candace can be talking about is herself and her old man. So that was a big slip. Very helpful.
I did not. Well, see, he came up with Hunter's father, so they were all going to stay up to Candace's.
And me and him, we started clicking and
So what? Together. Wait a minute, and they got together.
And we got together. So Candace was drunk and jealous and started being all over him. And I'm like, you know what?
No, you and her had an argument.
Did you hear what Allie said? Me and Jose started clicking. Candace got all jealous. I believe that. I truly believe that. Candace is sick. Candace is very sick in the head. She's got mental issues, right? She's got mental issues. Anybody, what I'm trying to say is, anybody can get in her britches. You could, I hate to say this, but if I was friends with Candace, and she did what she did to Allie. She did what she did to Allie, right, with Jose. Well, I tell you what, if I was friends with her, I'm going to tell you something. I would have went up on her land with some real scruddy butt men, right? I would have went up there with some real scruddy butt men, straight out of the garbage, straight out of the dumpster. And I'd have had Candace coming on to them. Because, see, Candace wants what somebody else is, right? She don't care who the man is. She just wants what you got. And I'd have been laughing my ass off when she be getting it, right? I'd have been laughing my ass off when she be getting it. Hell yeah. I'm going to tell you. Good thing, like I said. Good thing that it wasn't PG. Right? Instead of Allie. Because I'll tell you what, honey, I ain't got time to get mad. Too busy getting even. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and you come home and His Royal Highness stayed up there with your kids.
Yes.
And
She wanted to bring the kids back.
Sheriff.
Yeah, I had to call the sheriff's department to go up there and get my kids because that morning she threatened to blow my head off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Candace did?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? She caught Candace with Jose. She confronted her. And Candace threatened this woman, right? Threatened her head. She threatened poor Allie's head, right? She threatened her. Allie had to get law enforcement to get her children off that damn hill, right? Yeah.
She threatened to blow your head off?
Because I told her mother came in because she had to bring me to work. Candace and her mom got in an argument over Jose.
Because Candace's mother wanted Jose too.
Because Candace's mom wanted Jose.
Even grandma wanted Jose, just like Benny Keys. There was 3 women at that hotel. All 3 of them were after Benny, even grandma, right? Even grandma. It's disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah, and there was nothing.
And he politely told her where to go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are you with Jose anymore?
Hell no.
What's Jose's last name?
I don't even remember.
Where's he from?
Nobody remembers. We talked about this like a while
So did you
back.
call the police here on that?
And look, poor Allie. Look at poor Allie back there. She's the one pedaling that boat. Look at her back there. She's the one pushing that boat through that water, right? Candace is sitting in the front playing with her damn phone. Allie's back there working. She's working to get them across the lake where they're going, right? Where they're going. Wow.
When she threatened to blow your head off, or did you call the
No,
police?
I went to work and I gave her till 11 o'clock, gave her mom gas money to bring my kids back to my mother or my grandmother's. They didn't. And said, all right, now we're going to play. You want to play games? I called Kingsport City Police Department. They told me how to call Sullivan County Sheriff's Department. Called Sullivan County. They told me how to call Hawkins County. So I had to go meet Hawkins County up at the church. And they had to go up and get with my mother and get the kids.
So you did make a police report?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I don't know.
You called them? Then,
Sullivan County or whatever
Yeah.
county they were.
When was this? When
there.
did this happen?
September.
About a year ago now.
Oh, a year ago.
Yeah. Right there. That proves right there that, they were the ones, Candace and Grandis, they were the ones that turned on Allie's back. Allie couldn't get over what they did to her. She really liked Jose. And I'm going to tell you, if you're friends with someone, their men are off limits. Right? If you've got a best friend and she breaks up with someone, she ain't even dating or seeing them again. They are off limits to you. You do not even pick up, you don't even pick up her old garbage, right? You don't pick up her old garbage. You don't even go there. You find your own. You don't do that. It's not right. It's not right. Right? Nothing right about it. It's like that's a no-no, you guys. That is a no-no. Absolutely not. And I understand, the deep hurt that Allie had. I understand it. Because she really liked this man. And, he was hers.
For you that day. Walk me through what you remember.
I remember her showing up that morning
And what time was that?
about between 10 and 10:30.
All right.
She asked if Hunter could go fishing with her in summer because her mother was in the emergency room because of.
Now, Allie was under the impression. That they was going fishing. She did not know anything about swimming. She was under the impression. So this tells me that, Candace and Hunter had a special lying bond. They had a special liar's bond between each other. Candace was steering Hunter in the wrong direction against his own mother. Right?
Her knee.
Okay.
Because I guess a couple weeks back, I took her a trip to Gatlinburg and the boys were kicking the grandmother in the knee.
Oh my.
She didn't have the boys with them that day.
She didn't have any of the boys.
So it was just Summer and Candace. And Grandma.
Yep.
Was Grandma in the truck as well? Or in the vehicle?
Not when they first picked Hunter up, no.
Okay. So she comes over.
She was at the hospital.
Okay, so she comes over. What vehicle is she driving?
She was driving her mom's Silverado.
Okay, that's what I remember you saying. That's why I said truck. Okay, so she pulls up, and does she stop where? Right out front.
Between the pole and my mailbox.
Okay.
To pick Hunter up.
All right.
She came in, she goes, "Can Hunter go fishing with me for a little while?" I said, "Sure."
Did she text you before?
Nope, she just
showed up.
Yep.
How did that strike you?
She was always trying to show up and talk to me. She was the first.
See? She is always showing up. Candace doesn't know. Candace has no shame. She's one of those people. She's one of those thick-faced people who just don't know how to stay the hell away, right? Just stay the hell away. Candace can try to sleep with your man and feel that she can just keep coming around your home, keep coming around, keep calling. There's something ain't right in her head because, a normal person for one wouldn't try to sleep with your man, right? They wouldn't even try to do that. But, if they did sleep with your man and you caught them, right? You caught them. They would stay the hell away. They would, they would turn the other way, right? They would have some shame, some damn embarrassment, some understanding as to why you want nothing to do with them. They would understand in their freaking brain that they did something unacceptable. And no wonder you don't like them anymore. They would feel the shame, right? They would feel it. And they would just stay away because they know what the hell they did. But Candace, she don't have a normal mind, does she? She doesn't have a normal mind. She's one of them thick-faced people. She's dangerous. Candace Wells is dangerous. Right? Because she thinks she's got some kind of authority to screw people over and still try to force them to be her friend. And if you don't want to be her friend, then she's the victim. She all of a sudden is the victim. How the hell does that make sense, you guys? Right? Make that make some sense.
When me and her stopped talking, she was stopping by my mom's, talking to the kids, talking to my mom, unexpectedly, And, I didn't think anything of it at that time. I'm like, okay, yeah, Hunter can go fishing. He loves Summer to death. That's like his little sister.
They're budge.
Yep. She's like a daughter to me. And, I didn't hear from him for a while. She dropped Hunter off between 2 and 2:30, right where your truck is.
Okay.
But her front end was facing the telephone pole.
So she's going this direction?
Yes.
Okay.
When she dropped Hunter off, it was her mom, Hunter, and Summer and Summer was leaning against 2 gallons of milk.
Okay.
I said, oh, look at her. You know, I asked her how Summer was, and she was sleeping.
What side of the back seat was she at? Do you remember?
Hunter was on the driver's side, and Summer was right there right there in the middle.
Okay, so it made sense if she's pulling this way that Hunter's going to get out on this side. Okay, it makes sense. Okay. And so she's on the other side or in the middle?
She's in the middle.
Okay.
Like against the milk. Gallons of milk.
Yep, against the 2 gallons of milk.
Okay.
And I said, oh, look at her. I said, isn't she hot? Like, I said, I wish I could wake her up and, you know, give her a hug. No, you can't.
And the windows were
And the windows were up.
What did Hunter say? Because he was sitting next to her.
Hunter said she was alive.
Okay.
That they were watching TikTok videos.
Oh, interesting.
Wait a minute, when they went into the store,
Yep, because Hunter has a timeline of where they went and what they did. And they had stopped at the store before they dropped Hunter off. That's where the 2 gallons of milk came from.
Okay.
And the groceries.
Okay. Summer's on the other side with the milk. Hunter gets out. You ask Hunter, or you talk to Candace about wanting to talk to Summer.
Yep.
What happens?
She said no, I wasn't allowed to wake her up.
Okay, so she's sleeping?
To me, she appeared sleeping.
Okay, did it look like to you she was sleeping?
At the time, yes.
Okay.
But now that I look back on it, I really don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, she said, looking back on it, I really don't know, right? But then Chris reminds her, your son Hunter was in that vehicle with them, Allie. Watch when Chris reminds her that Hunter was in that vehicle.
And it just kills me. Because, you know, now that I look back on it, it's like, was she really alive? Was she sleeping?
What's your gut as a mom? I mean, with Hunter coming in and saying, Mom, we were watching TikTok videos.
Now, see, Chris reminded her that Hunter was in that vehicle. Now watch her. Now watch how she changes.
I mean, for her to hurt her between the TikTok video stop and home here with Hunter in the car, that would have been kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I believe she was alive here.
Okay.
Oh, now I believe she was alive. See, once he reminded her, she wasn't sure if Summer was alive or not, right? She wasn't sure if Summer was alive or not. She was starting to wonder if Summer was even alive on those milk jugs, right? And then once Chris reminds her, oh, well, your son was in the vehicle. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, no, I think she was alive now. I think she was alive for sure now. Allie was covering for her son. Allie was going to cover for her son, right? Might have been best if she hadn't. Right?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, where would you put her being alive?
10.
And where would Hunter put her?
Out of 10.
Okay.
Because he sat here and he said where exactly what they were doing. She was giggling, watching TikToks and everything. And he said she fell asleep because she was tired.
Oh, I thought you said before you wasn't sure if she was alive or not on those milk jugs. And then when Hunter comes into play, the story, the narrative goes in a totally different direction. Now it's a 10, she was alive, and a 10 for Hunter. And, you know, Allie was on the, Allie was on the truth train. She was on the truth train. at the beginning. And as soon as he mentioned Hunter, she got off the truth train, right? The truth train went off the track. There you go, you guys. That's suspicious. That's suspicious.
And that was right before they pulled up. So.
And then what happened?
They left here around 2:30.
How long were they here?
About 5-10 minutes.
Did she get out of the truck?
Nope.
Stayed in the truck?
They had to go right away. They wouldn't.
They were parked out there for about 5 minutes because I was talking to them.
I know, but when you started to ask them, they.
Yeah, I said, well, you want to come up on the porch and,
Hang out.
Yeah, like.
And thank you for the invitation, by the way, to come up on your porch. It's very kind.
Because I wanted to hear how the fishing trip went and everything. That's when I found out that they went swimming instead of fishing.
Okay. She told you they went swimming.
Yep.
And where'd she tell you they went?
Stable.
At the Warriors Path, at the stables.
Well, she wanted Candace to come up and hang out on the porch from what she's saying, and Candace declined. They needed to get right out of there. Grandbun is like, oh no, they lickety split it out of here. They lickety splitted it the hell out of here. That's so unlike them. But they lickety splitted it out of here. I mean, these are people that would stick their milk in my refrigerator to hang out for a while. And they got the hell out of here. Right? Don't sound right to me. Don't sound right to me. I'm not sure what happened to Summer. But I'm going to tell you what. Whatever it was, it definitely was pre-planned to be carried out, and it was on June 15, 2021. It was carried out. There's more people involved. There is a lot more people involved than Don, Candace, and Candace. That's what it's looking like. It's looking like this is a lot bigger picture, a bigger puzzle than we believed before, right? This is a lot. This is a lot. Summer's case, when law enforcement said that Summer's case is outside the norm, it definitely is outside the norm. It definitely is. And it's got a lot of players. There's a lot of people with a dog in this race. There's a lot of people with a dog in this race. A lot of people's caught up. A lot of people's caught up in what has happened to this child. A lot of people. Now, who these people are, I'm sure law enforcement knows. I'm sure they know of a few of them. Maybe not all, but I'm sure they've got a mother lode down, right? They've got the mother lode down. And I think law enforcement knows that it's a lot bigger, a lot bigger than what we're believing, what we're thinking. Absolutely. And that's why I think it's taken so long to prosecute it. Because I don't think Don, Candace, and Candace the only ones, they're seeking to prosecute, to be honest with you. I think law enforcement knows there's more people with a dog in this race than Don, Candace, and Candace. I think they're building more and more. It takes a long time to build information on a group of humans, on a group of people. It's hard enough. It's hard enough to build enough information on a couple people. But now, when you have a group of people that you're going to need to prosecute and all of this, well, that's going to take a little more time. And, with our country getting into, the C word and all the stuff that slowed everything down. Well, everything hasn't got back to normal yet, right? Everything ain't back to normal yet. So, with that being said, I can see why it's been 3 years. You know, I can see why it's been 3 years. I'm surprised they're moving as fast as they are. And I do believe they're moving fast. So, I don't know. Absolutely common sense. Absolutely, girl. We are united in standing for Summer. It is past time for justice. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? Like the detective said, that's on the case. You know, from what I was hearing was, you know, they're about to get their breakthrough. They're about to get the breakthrough. So they, you know, he said this case will be solved. So they must have something. They must have something to go on. What they have, I don't know, but they sure got enough to feel confident that they're going to solve it. You know. Oh yeah. The way he talked, they wasn't, you know, they're not, her case ain't on a shelf. It's not on no shelf. I mean, at the 3rd year, it really blew up. Right? More than one news station. We had TBI coming out. We found out that Hawkins County's no longer in the mix of it. You know, it's TBI and the feds handling all of this. So they definitely something's going down. And it's got to be huge, because I'm going to tell you, usually other outside law enforcement like that don't usually get involved unless it's bigger than what we think. That's when they come in. That's when they take over. Anytime, you know, the big wigs come in and take over, oh hell. They got something, and it's huge. It's huge, right? Kind of like the Manson case, right? Kind of like the Manson case, where they took down the group of people, right? There was more than just Manson, just more than just him and his sidekick, you know, Charlie, right? And his sidekick that I think that guy's name might have been Billy. I know, yeah, I think was his sidekick's name. I'm not 100%, but I think it was. You know, it wasn't just a couple of them. This guy had a whole group. He had a whole group that they had to come in and take down, right? They had to come in and take them down and you know, prosecute them and put them in prison. So, you know, anytime you see, you know, a jurisdiction get a case took away from them like that, it's something big. It's something big. So, you know, we're gonna wait and see. But I'm gonna tell you, I think everybody, I don't think we're gonna be too shocked, because I think we know. I think we all suspect who are players in this, right? I think we pretty much know. We know what group's going to be, you know, getting it, pretty much. So I don't think it's going to be a big shock to us at all when we find out the truth. I really don't. Law enforcement knows who's been lying to them and who hasn't. They know. And, you know, if here's the thing, if law enforcement if they do eventually take down Don and Candace, per se, if they finally do start to prosecute Don and Candace and Grandis. And they find out that Jody Sue lied to them about that screen, right? The screen that Candace told her to move to 5:30 instead of 4:30 or 4:42 or whatever, to move it an hour from where it was. Because she was off an hour. She was off an hour with that screen. Now, if they could prove that she lied to law enforcement about that screen, well, Jody Sue could be prosecuted too. You know that, don't you? Because she lied directly to law enforcement. She lied to law enforcement. So she would be considered, she would be considered, an accessory to the crime, right? And she would be prosecuted. Absolutely. And anyone else that they find has lied to law enforcement, they will be prosecuted as well. So, when this one goes down, I think it's going down big. Just saying. I think it's going down big, you guys. No doubt in my mind. But I think it was dirty. I think it was a dirty thing of Candace, of Candace coming out here and literally attacking a woman that could not defend herself. I think it was a cheap shot, a dirty thing to do. But that's who Candace is, right? That's who she is. That's how she is. And I'm going to tell you something. Allie done nothing. Allie done nothing to Candace whatsoever. Candace done all to Allie. Candace did everything to hurt Allie because Candace does not know how to have a friend. She does not know how to be a friend to no one. To no one. Candace gets jealous of everyone. She gets jealous of everyone. Everyone she gets jealous of. Because, most humans can outwork Candace, can outthink her, right? These women all have their families. They have their families. They have, their kids and their grandkids. They have their nice homes. They have their vehicles. They have, they have money coming in. They have, they have everything Candace wishes she had. And therefore, no matter who they are, she's jealous of them. She's jealous. She's just green with freaking envy, right? Green with envy. And and she wants, she wants to destroy these people. She wants to hurt them. Her and Don Wells seek to use people up and try to destroy them and try however they can to destroy that person, to cause conflicts with them and their family. And then, they toss this person aside and this person finds out, they got nobody sometimes. They got nobody sometimes because Don and Candace has totally and utterly ruined everything for them. Burned everything for them. Right? And, I hate to say it, but I feel that Don and Candace brainwash a lot of people. They brainwash them. And then the person can't handle it. They can't handle it. Don and Candace is into, you don't need your family. We could be a family. You could join our family. We're going to be a family type thing, right? And these people start to not listen to their family. They get, and let's take the one lady that's up there hanging around. I can't think of her I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. I should be able to. Oh crap. I can't think of that lady's name, but she's the one that went up there with her granddaughter. She's the one that went up on the hill with her granddaughter. And Child Protective Services said if she brought that granddaughter up there again, if she brings the granddaughter up there again, they was going, Dal Terry, that's exactly who it is, that they was going to remove the grandchild away from the mother of the child if she allowed the grandmother to do that anymore. And because no children are allowed on that hill. They didn't take the kids away to let other children up there. And anyway, that caused a fight between Dal Terry and her family, right? It caused problems. And I heard that, that Dal Terry's, kids don't want her around the wells. They're trying to talk their mom to stay away from the wells. And she won't listen. She won't listen. And I'm afraid that when they're done with this old lady, her, she's going to have her real family in such a disarray that they might not want to have nothing else to do with her, right? They might not want, no, Dal Terry is alive and well. She was in the picture. On June 15th at the summer day thing. So no, she's alive and she's well. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, this lady isn't going to have, Donnie, Candace they're going to ruin everything. The life this woman once had, she'll have no more when they're done with her. And that's sad. That's sad, you guys. But I think I've kept you long enough. And, I wanted to address this because it needed to be addressed. Right? It was unacceptable. It was unacceptable for Can to come out here and do what she done to the creators, to come out here and attack poor Allie when Allie's no longer here to defend herself, to come out here and and the biggest thing we got is when she said, I know that Katie and Chris are the parents, but I don't think they did anything. That was weird, you guys. That was weird. Thanks, PG. You made me think about some things I forgot. Absolutely. And that's the thing. That's what they're banking on. That's what Don and Candace and the so-called turd pop suckers, right, are banking on. They're banking on you forgetting, the past. But we're not going to forget the past. We're not going to forget the past. We're not going to let them come out here and just because Allie's gone, oh baby, she's still got a voice. Allie still has a voice because we are the voice for the voiceless. We are the voice for the voiceless. And I'm going to tell you, and we will play Allie's voice out, right? Let me tell you, Allie still has a voice, right? She still has a voice.
Oh, look what Allie did to me. And I still...
Yeah, look what Allie did to you. Look what Allie did to you, Candace. Well,
I did
Well,
not.
see, he came up with Hunter's father, so they were all going to stay up to Candace's.
And me and him, we started clicking, and
And
So-
they got
so what-
together. Wait a minute. And they got
And we got
together.
together, so Candace was drunk and jealous and started being all over him. And I'm like, you know what?
Candace was drawn to him. She started to be jealous and all over him and doing things, right? I'm sorry, Can, but Allie still has a voice. She still has a voice. We just played it. We just played it. She'll always have a voice out here. Because you know what? It's 2024. We got recordings. We got recordings. Allie's voice will not ever, ever, ever go away. It will forever be out here. And what voice she don't have? Well, we're the voice for the voiceless. What voice she don't have, we will have for her. You and your grand-ass mother were supposed to be her friend. And that woman loved you guys. She loved you. And she was a real friend. And you both did her wrong. You both did her wrong. Jose was not worth the friendship that you guys lost. But you didn't understand that, Candace. Just like whatever reason you guys did what you did this summer, and in my opinion, you did it. It wasn't worth. Whatever the fuck you feel you gained, just like Jose, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. And that's why ignorant people always mess up. Because you don't understand that sinister stuff just isn't worth it. Nothing that you obtain through evilness is ever going to be worth it. Trust and believe that. If you get it the wrong way, then baby, you'll lose it the wrong way. You'll lose it the wrong way. Right? I don't want nothing. I do not want anything. I don't want to gain anything the wrong way. It's, gaining things the righteous way might be a little more difficult. It's, it takes work. It takes work to get it the right way. But by God, when you get it the right way, it is blessed and it keeps going forward. Anything you get the right way, well, I'm going to tell you something. Those are the things that last. They last forever. Right? I just want to let people know. Anything some things ain't worth having. Some things, if you got to do wrong to get something, I'm going to tell you something. You better turn that ass around and run. You better say, I don't want it. And get yourself out of it. Because it ain't going to be worth having. It ain't going to be, you're going to find the price you pay was way more than what the hell you got was ever worth. Right? So get everything the right way. Get everything the righteous way, folks. Don't lie for it. Don't do, don't mess anyone over for it. Be honest. Because if you get it the wrong way, it ain't going to do you no good anyhow. Ain't going to do you no good. And that's the truth. That's the truth. That is why, that's why PG, that's why I don't run. I don't run. No Cash Apps, no Venmos, no PayPals here. That's just the wrong way. That's the wrong way, you guys. It's the wrong way. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You just, this is a labor of love. What we do out here for these missing kids, it's a labor of love. It's a labor of love. And to keep the channel running, it should be done right. It should be done right. And the donation box should always be in the back. It should always be in the back. If people want to give, great. But they shouldn't have a constant reminder going across the screen to give. Right? Shouldn't be a constant reminder. Because it starts making people who can't give feel like they need to give. And that's wrong. That's wrong. It's wrong, you guys. Just saying. That is another thing I wanted to mention. Oh, I so appreciate that. I appreciate that, Miss Colt. I appreciate that, honey. Yes, you brought up a good thing. Before I go out of here, I do want to address this. I do want to address this. Absolutely. I wanted to address. At the prayer vigil on the 15th, right? At the prayer vigil on the 15th. Candace and Donald, they were at this prayer. I'm going to bring out tomorrow night. I'm going to talk about this. Because on the 15th, you are so right. Candace talks about everyone else, but never talks about Summer Moon, Utah Wells. And let me tell you something. Did you know that they were armed up with Helen White books? At Summer's visual thing. They were actually the 3-year mark. The 3-year mark. They were actually had armed themselves up with these books to give away so they could talk about them and wouldn't have to talk about Summer. They spent the whole time talking about these damn books instead of their daughter. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And I'll be showing that. I'll be showing that tomorrow night, you guys. I'll be showing it. Trust me. I got pictures. Exclusive pictures to bring out. Exclusive pictures. But oh yeah. I think you guys will be surprised what you hear about what was going on during that little get together. Oh yeah. There was a whole lot of stuff going on that you guys don't know about. But I tell you what, you will. God willing, we'll be here tomorrow night, and you will be hearing about it. You won't only be hearing about it, you're going to be seeing it. You're going to be seeing it, right? Because I got pictures. So, be here for that. Because, we're not done. We're not done, you guys. We're not done. We're not done with calling it out for Summer. We are not done with calling it out for this little girl. We are not done with proving to the world that these parents have something to hide. Right? We're not done proving that they got a hell of a lot to hide. Because if they didn't have something to hide, they'd have no problem talking about their daughter, as Miss Colt just pointed out. They would have no problem talking about their daughter. And that's just fact. That ain't my opinion. That's just right down truth. And we all know it. That's the truth. Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that. I believe that, Nicole's. I do. I do. I believe it. I truly believe it. No doubt. I'm going to tell you common sense. It don't take long. It don't take long to spend that money, does it? It don't take long. No matter, with people like Don and Candace. I mean, look how much money Don was making when he was working for Tucker. He was making pretty damn good money. But they didn't have none. They didn't have none. Because Don and Candace, they got habits. They got some real serious habits that take some real serious money. Right? I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter how much an alcoholic or a substance abuse user gets in their hands. It's all gone. It's all gone. People like that ain't going to have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Right? They're not going to have and Don and Candace wouldn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of if it wasn't for Don's mother. And I'm going to tell you, they still don't have much of a pot to piss in. From what I understand, you can piss in it, but you got to throw the toilet paper in a garbage can, right? You can't flush it. You can't flush it. That's what I'm trying to say. You got one crapping across the road in a bucket, and you got another one throwing the nasty tissue in one, right? So one smells just as bad as the other, right? That's why you roll your windows up and you turn off the AC or the heat, whatever, in your vehicle. Make sure, matter of fact, you might want to put Reynolds wrap or something over the vents if you decide to go down Ben Hill Road, right? You don't want that shit coming in your car, and you don't want to roll your window down to breathe. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm telling you, that's one time to pull out your freaking, that's one time you might want to put on your mask and wear your gloves, right? Want to put on that mask and wear some gloves, right? Long sleeve. I don't give a damn if it's 90 in the shade. You might want to wear long sleeve pants, long sleeve shirt. You might just want to invest in a hazmat suit if you're going to go down through there, right? Might want to get you a hazmat suit, man, because it's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Just saying. Whoa. I don't know. Between radiated poo-poo and poo-poo in a bucket, that's pretty disgusting. That's pretty damn disgusting. That wind whistling through those trees. And I'm telling you, it's whistling all right. Like, oh, goodness. Woo. That's how it's whistling. It's doing the woo. It's bad up in here. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's terrible. I don't know. Yeah, it is horrifying, right? It is horrifying. I'm telling you. It's like the freaking Ben Hill of horror, right? It's Ben Hill of horror. Oh, hell yeah. No doubt. I'm not kidding nobody. I'm not kidding nobody. I'm telling you. That's fucking terrible. That's terrible, y'all. Make me wanna puke, right? Just thinking about that shit. Just thinking about that shit makes you want to go take a bath. Right? It's like, damn, skin's starting to crawl. That's nasty. Ha! Yeah. PG's gonna give herself a steel toe right into the bathtub after tonight. I got freaking, I know, I'm probably take a double shower after talking about this shit. For real. PG be soaping up 2 or 3 times. Like, what the fuck? That's just nasty. I'm going to tell you, Candace had an opportunity to stop whatever went down that day, because Summer was in the hands of Candace and Grandis. And, you know, Candace had Summer in her hands. Candace could have stopped it all. Candace could have took Summer and her boys, and even her mother, if her mother wanted to go. If her mother wanted to go, she could have took even her mother and got the hell out of there and saved Summer and saved her. Candace had an opportunity to save her daughter and didn't. So, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Woo! All right. I appreciate that. Super sticker. All right, girl. I appreciate that. God bless. God bless. I appreciate you supporting Summer's channel. Absolutely. Everything helps. Everything helps. Yeah. You could tell she was jealous. She was jealous of Allie. Look how she's looking at her. You could tell she was jealous of Allie even being there, right? Of Allie even being there. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Hey, girl, I love you too. I love you too. And hey, it's a lot more than you think. It's a lot more than you think. And I appreciate it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. God bless. But yeah, you know, I will be back tomorrow night. I will be back tomorrow night, and I would definitely be bringing more to prove that the Wells are and always have been avoiding talking about Summer. Why? Because Summer's the one thing that can put them where? In prison. In prison, you guys. That's why they avoid talking about her. They trust no one. They trust no one. Don and Candace trust no one. This is their dirty little secret, and they plan on keeping it. But I got a feeling that other people know their dirty little secret, and I got a feeling that they're gonna, you know, that they're gonna be letting it out. Matter of fact, some people already are. Some people already are. In a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. They're letting it out. So, you know, Don and Candace are feeling safe. I think they better think again. Right? They better think again. Because that detective has something, and it's just like he said, just a matter of time. Boom. They're gonna act on it. Right? They're gonna act on it. So they got something. They got something. And I knew if it blew up out here, I knew that if Summer, you know, if the news stations picked it up and and you know, law enforcement started coming out this year to talk about things. I knew they had something, and they do, because you know that's the direction it went in. I was worried, you guys. I didn't know for sure. I didn't know for sure, but you know, sure was a hoping, and you know, and it definitely, you know, went the right direction for Summer. It went the right direction for Summer's sake this year. So, you know, that's a win. That's a win for Summer. It's a win for us. We just got to keep pressuring and keep moving forward, right? We got to keep moving forward, trying to get the answers, trying to put the puzzle together, and most of all, keep law enforcement on top of this. Keep them on top of it so that it is solved at some point. That's what we want. And I think they're mainly pushing to prosecute. I think they got enough I think they're trying to prosecute without the victim. I think that's what they're pushing for behind the scenes right now. That's what I think. I think they got enough. They feel they got enough. Whatever they got is enough. So I think that's what they're doing at this particular time, is fighting. It's fighting because see, the governors and stuff there. The governor in Tennessee does not like, and that you know, the people in Tennessee, the higher up people, and I hate using the word higher ups, but you know, like the governor, the mayors, so forth, the people who tie the hands of the court system and law enforcement, they do not like, almost will not allow you to prosecute without a victim. Now, if they can overcome that, and I think that's what they're fighting for, they may get a prosecution. They may. And it seems like it might be looking good. So let's pray that it is. Let's pray that, you know, that's what it is. And that you know, and that they're able to do this. Because Summer needs it. And I think, you know, we will have some people squealing. If they're able to do that. We'll get some people squealing. We'll really learn. We'll really learn the truth then. Trust and believe we will really learn the truth if they're able to get this one through. We'll see. And the legendary, that's what I asked. Candace, where is Summer? That's what I went into Day Days and asked. I asked, where is Summer? Right? Where is Summer? Because I truly believe, actually we all believe, that Candace can answer that question. Matter of fact, we all know she can. Right? We all know she could. No doubt in our minds. Her and Donald and Candace, all three of them could answer that question. Absolutely. No doubt they could answer that. You know, they could answer where she's at, what happened to her. Absolutely. They definitely could. Right. You know, Candace said, oh, and of course Summer. Like Summer was a second thought. When Summer is the main topic, she acts like she's a second thought. I'm going to tell you, those people, they're disgusting. They disgust me. Absolutely disgust me. Right? I haven't ever seen humans like that. Ever. I thought I've seen some wicked humans in my life, and I have. Don't trust me. I've seen some super wicked humans. I know some super wicked humans. But I'm going to tell you something. These mother freakers right here take the cake. They take the cake. Right? They do. No doubt. Knowledge is power, says PG. You crack me up. Hey, girl, I crack myself up. For real. I'm serious. I was just telling somebody that if a psychologist, if a psychologist told me that I had like all the things, right? All the things that they tell people. I would tell them, why are you trying to flatter me so much? Right? Why are you trying to flatter me? That's like music to my ears, baby. What do you want? I love my crazy. I embrace that shit. I embrace it. Man, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta be 2 or 3 sheets in the wind to survive in this world. Right? This is no place for sane people. Right? This is no place for sane people. You ain't gonna make it if you're sane. Not that I know what sane is, I'm trying to still figure out what that means. People call it normal. Okay. We all think we're normal. We know we ain't. Right? That's some funny stuff right there. Right? Hey, Anna, I am so grateful to have you guys. I am so grateful to have you guys. Summer's got a beautiful army out here. She has a beautiful army in all of you. And, this channel got blessed. This channel got blessed with people who truly love and care about this little girl and all other missing children as well. And, all glory to God. All glory to God. I don't take no recognition for any of this, because I know it was God that started this channel for Summer. I'm nothing but, the instrument God's using to keep it moving forward. I'm just the voice, just a voice for the voiceless, just like all of you, and but all glory goes to God. And I know God don't put none of our feet. I know for a fact God does not put any of our feet where they ain't supposed to be. Wherever he put your feet, he put them there for a reason. He put them there for a reason. You got a job to do. Wherever your feet are, you got a reason for being there, a purpose. God has a purpose for all of us, for every last one of us. To spread love, kindness, and caring. Wherever God puts your feet, there's someone needing a kind word. Let us be the kind word they need to hear, right? Let us be the kind word. So, PG's going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here and let you guys get some rest. As we go out tonight, we're going to play Summer song, as we always do. So please, show this little girl the love. Show Summer the love as we go out of here tonight. Let her know how much we care, how much we love her, and how much we're going to continue to move forward to find her, to bring her home, and to get justice for her against the evil beings that have done this. And please, keep those prayers going up for this baby. Keep them going up for her. She did not deserve what has happened. Summer did not deserve this, you guys. This little girl, she was an innocent 5-year-old little baby that did not deserve anyone doing anything evil to her whatsoever. No child does. No child does. Every child is a gift from God. And it's too bad that evil, wicked, sinister human beings are unable to see it. Like Don and Candace and Grandis. What did we expect out of grand ass when we know that she left her own children behind? Right? She left her own children. So how could we expect anything good out of her anyway? Right? She's evil too. She's evil too. I ain't got nothing good to say about her. Nothing. She's no better than Dawn and Candace. I'm sorry that Summer didn't have one person, not one person, who loved and cared enough about her to take the time to get her out of that horrible situation. Let us pray that God in heaven allows us to find her, bring her home, and get justice for her in the name of his son, Jesus Christ. Let us pray. Amen. Keep those prayers going up, you guys. Keep them going up, please. And I've seen people tonight. I do pay attention to the chat. I see many people needing prayer. Many people in here tonight needing prayer. They were thanking people for already praying for them in this chat. And I appreciate the beautiful people in this chat who keep those prayers going up for one another. You guys are awesome. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're not a beautiful human being, because you are. You are. And God loves each and every one of you. Continue to be who you are. Continue to be who you are. Good night, everybody. God bless.